let's get started. Let's settle in. And I'm so appreciative of you spending some time both with me personally and with yourself, just for these few minutes that we have today. So I want you to get comfortable wherever you are. It is most important that you are physically comfortable. So whether that is sitting up or lying down, just bring your body into a position that feels really good. And then begin to find a rate of breath that feels just as good. Because before we can truly arrive at the space where we want to have our meditation practice begin, we got to check in with ourselves. We don't just show up and push through and ask things of ourselves that are uncomfortable, but instead we listen. And if the hips need to be adjusted, we adjust. If the breath is a little labored, we slow it down. And so as you're settling in and doing those things, just allow your eyes to gently close. And just take a little stock these first few breaths and just see how you're feeling right now. For some of us, this is a really busy time. There's a holiday season coming ahead of us. For some, that causes additional stress. For some, it is just shrouded in joy and happiness, but even that, it's a change to our normal schedule. And there's always a little bit of stress there. So just take stock for just a few more breaths and see, how do you feel right now? And our focus today are the 6th and 7th limb of yoga. People often think that yoga is all about this physical stuff that we do on our mat, but that is just one limb. And there are 2 limbs, the 6th and the 7th, that were given to us as tools for our own path of transformation. So as you just sit and just keep that rhythm of breath going, just listen to this while I try to frame our time together. Limb number 6 is called dharana. And in English, we translate that to mental concentration or focus. And then the 7th limb is dhyana, and we translate that to meditation. And the 2 of those go so intimately together. We don't just show up and determine that we're going to meditate and just see what happens, but rather we first begin to concentrate. And by concentrating on this one spot or this one idea or this one breath, what we're giving our mind permission to do is to stop all the other thinking. It wants to be efficient. It wants to keep going and keep thinking. But right here for this moment, let's stop. And let's start with concentration. And so as your eyes are closed, there's a couple different places that you can look. You can begin to kind of shift your gaze internal and imagine that you're looking at the mirror of your heart. Maybe you see a light there. Maybe you see a reflection. But just take your mind's eye and let it focus right there at the center of your heart. Some people, when they're closing their eyes in meditation, like to bring their focus to the third eye, right there in the center of your forehead. The place of our discernment and our wisdom, our intuition, our insight. And so whichever of those 2 spots works better for you, just commit over these next few minutes that will be your concentration point, your dharana, your focus. And so let's sit for these next few breaths and try to see. Maybe you see the light or the mirror of your heart. Maybe you see a little pinpoint of light right there in the center of your forehead where all your wisdom is just sitting, waiting to be tapped into. But whichever one of those you see, keep your focus there. And then as you continue to breathe and try to stay focused, let's delve into the 7th limb of yoga, dhyana, meditation. It is the most beautiful, acute awareness of the present moment. It's not falling asleep. It's not quieting and calming the mind and making it just stop. It is being so alive in the present moment. We do try to quiet the chatter and the distractions, but once we find this focus, that spot you're looking at inside of you, and you keep breathing, then all of a sudden, you have found the present moment. Your awareness is sharp. Your presence is real, and it is a gift. And so what I'd like for us to do is just continue to breathe. One breath in, one breath out, one moment at a time. And I'd like for us to spend just a few minutes together in a gratitude practice. Gratitude, not for the Thanksgiving holiday and all the holidays to follow, but gratitude for the present moment. Because you see, healing can't happen in the past, and healing cannot happen in the future. It happens right now. And transformation can't happen in the past, and it can't happen in the future. It happens right now. So I want us to sit together and be so very grateful for this present moment that we've been given. And as we breathe out and the next moment comes, be grateful for that one. Don't rush it. Just let the ebb and flow of your breath bring the next present moment to you. And I'll give you a mantra as we make our way into our quiet time that says, where my attention goes, my intention follows. Just listen to that. Where my attention goes, my intention follows. So right now, your attention is either on the light, the mirror of your heart, or the beautiful light of your intuition. And so let the intention of your practice follow. Where my attention goes, my intention follows. Take a slow, long, deep breath in and let it out. And another long, slow, deep breath in and let it out. One more. Where my attention goes, my intention follows. And now we'll just sit for these next couple of minutes in the quiet. Your mind will try to drift. Don't get frustrated. Don't think you're doing anything wrong. Just gently allow it to drift back to this present moment. Whether you're on the inhale or the exhale, just find your way back. As your attention comes to that sound of the singing bowl, just feel the vibrations coming across the space between us. A vibration that symbolizes us manifesting the things that we believe and that we say. Where our attention goes, our intention follows. And so let's just sit together just a tiny bit longer, just kind of basking in the incredibleness of this present moment, because once it passes, there's not another one like it. Just breathing in and breathing out. And then I want to encourage you is that through our meditation practice, we learn to stop reacting to all the external stimuli, and there are so many. And we start to respond the way that we choose to respond instead of being controlled by them. But it all begins with where we pay attention. And so for each of us, let's carry with us this spot in the center of our heart, this incredible heart energy, this light, this mirror of our soul. And we'll also carry with us the light of our intuition right here in the center of our forehead, that beautiful energetic center of discernment and wisdom and insight. And so as we head into this week and the days start to just feel like they're running together, pause. You set the focus on where your attention needs to be. And then your intention, I promise you, will follow. Namaste, friends.